Jaguar's XKSS supercar icon, created in 1957 as a roadster conversion of the D-Type Le Mans winning legend. Just 16 were sold. Today they're worth millions. 9 others were destroyed in a factory fire. Now finally, their time has come. Project XKSS is back on. Join me, Mark Evans, behind the scenes as the missing big cats are born again. Now the big cat needs an engine, made by robots, built by humans, tuned to perfection. In the 1950s, Jaguar clocked up 5 Le Mans wins in 7 years, all powered by its 6-cylinder twin-cam XK engine.
There goes the winner, number 6 Jaguar.
Jaguar, number 3, is in first place.
In Jaguar's history, the XK engine is probably the most important engine we've ever produced. It was the engine that really made Jaguar what it is today.
The XK engine is an exceptional engine. It was around for over 40 years and powered many of the most famous Jaguars ever made.
The XK engine made its debut in 1948 in the car it helped name, Jaguar's XK 120. It was soon clear that this was an engine with race potential. 3 years later, it powered an XK 120C to Jaguar's first win at the world's most famous endurance motor race. And over the next 6 years, in a C-Type and then D-Types, it clocked up 4 more legendary Le Mans wins. In 1957, the original 16 XKSS Roadsters inherited the D-Type's high-performance heart. Today, all new XK race engines are being remanufactured from scratch for the missing 9 supercars. They've been fettling old race cars here for nigh on 50 years, and I'm talking all the big names, not just Jaguar, so Bugatti, Ferrari, Maserati, Mercedes. You get the idea. In motorsport circles, these green coats are world-renowned for their engine-building brilliance. But even for them, re-engineering a 1950s XK race engine from the crank up is a big ask. And it's the largest engine component that's proved the greatest challenge. To recreate it, they had to go back to the 1950s drawing board. So what did you have available then when Jaguar said, can you build us some new XK engines?
But one of the parts we'd never produced before was the original cylinder block. And so we spoke to Jaguar about this, about making all the tooling and the pattern. They supplied us the drawing, but unfortunately when we actually got the drawing, we then realised that it was, we only got page 1 of 2. So we only actually got half the drawing.
So this is a printout.
This is a printout of the drawing they sent us.
Okay.
But it's been photocopied and blown up so many times. When you actually get down to the detail, some of the numbers, it's just impossible really to read. A block is a fairly complicated piece, and this only actually gives us about half the information.
So you've got this. How do you then get to a point where you can actually start casting these blocks?
At this point, what we decided to do was get an original cylinder block. So basically, what we did was we chopped it up so we could see inside.
Right.
A lot of the information that we were missing from the second sheet would have been all the internal detail and the water jacket and all this area here. So by cutting this up, we could actually see the different details and the information that was missing.
You can recreate the engineering perfectly in terms of the dimensions and so on of the cylinders or whatever, but actually the finish of the casting, how do you replicate that?
Yeah, when you now draw this, if you're not careful, you'd end up drawing something that is very perfect. These would have been handmade and stuff, so there would have been a certain amount of artistic license to them. So what we tend to do is when we've actually produced the first cylinder block, when we're happy with it and it's passed inspection, we do actually do quite a lot of hand finishing on the pattern. What we try and do is we try and make our stuff so you cannot tell the difference between it and an original component. That's what we pride ourselves on.
And that's very reassuring for the team back at Jaguar, as they've pre-sold all 9 new XKSS supercars for over £1 million apiece. And the buyers expect perfection.
And the spec to Crossweight and Gardner was to create an engine which was the equivalent of the original engine itself in terms of the castings, the heads, the valve gear, the camshafts, the chains, everything about the engine. It's all brand new and it's recreated to the original spec. The fixings, the washers, the copper washers on the top, the chrome dome nuts and all of that type of thing, we've got to have it absolutely right. The way I see it is we want to try and create an engine which looks really period of that time and not improved. But the interesting thing is it's also trying to make sure that the overall finish is to 2017 standards, and that's a really, really difficult balance. Customers today have forgotten what they were really like in the 50s, and if they saw these cars in the 50s, they would never buy one if it was finished to the standards that they were then.
So the resurrected race engines must look and perform just like they did, only better, but in a subtle, sympathetic way. Jaguar manufactured the original XK engines in-house, and back then it was a very labour-intensive process. Over the last 60 years, the development of computer-aided design, or CAD, has revolutionised manufacturing. Today, detailed digital models of the XK engine have been created on computers to be read by robots. This newly minted cylinder head is having its airways shaped or ported to improve gas flow in and out of the cylinders and enhance the engine's performance. Now this is a multi-tool. Jaguar's XK engine was a legend in its own lifetime, but essentially it has all the same ingredients as any internal combustion engine. So it has a cylinder block, triple Weber carburettors in this case to get the fuel in, cylinder head, cams, valves, cam covers, a beautiful set of 6 pistons and conrods, and yes, I know there's one big bit missing: the crank. Assembling an XK engine takes around 3 weeks. Time for the robots to retire. This is a job for trusted human hands. And Kims have been spannering engines for the last 45 years.
It's very straightforward in comparison to some of the complex Italian engines. It's most commonly found in the Jaguar saloons of the 50s and 60s, which were limousine type gentlemen's carriages, if you like. Beautiful smooth engine, straight 6, but it also had the potential to race as well. It's tough as old boots, and it'll put up with a lot of stick. First off, we'd put the crankshaft into the block, make sure that rotates freely, check the end float. Then we work on to fitting the pistons and conrods. Front timing tower, then we work on to the cylinder head, build that up. Then everything comes together at the end. Of all the engines I've ever built, I think the XK is probably one of the very best.
Rock solid and race proven, the high performance engine in the XKSS is an engineering masterpiece. The first of the 9 new engines is finished. Tell you what, it's easy, isn't it, to think of this as just another engine, but it is not just another engine. The XK engine is British engineering at its world-beating best. Sure, baby. You got the chapel, I've got that. Go up, Hugh. Cheers. Right, shall we move it round? Here we go. So now all it needs is testing, and that's done on a dynamometer, or a dyno, for those of us who struggle with long words. The engine is plumbed in, wired up to fire, and connected to an array of sensors that monitor its vital statistics. The dyno itself is essentially a sophisticated water pump that's hooked up to the engine's crankshaft. The resistance in the pump can be varied to measure the engine's power and performance. I join Hugh as things are heating up.
Very smooth.
A dyno session can take a day, sometimes longer, to bed in all the brand new moving parts, tune the carbs, tweak the ignition, and then run a series of stepped power tests. It only ends when Hugh's happy that the engine is fully run in and road ready, tuned for peak performance.
Now it's working.
Yep, now
Working really
it's
hard.
loaded right up, and now we'll let the engine go, and the computer control this run by just staging the steps in, and we'll monitor what's going on. Everything will be data logged and recorded, so if you don't see it on the screen, it's all captured.
That's amazing. Just listen to that. God, that is working now.
Yeah, it is.
That's properly working.
Yeah.
God, it sounds amazing. And that's in here, and we're behind all. Look, we're behind a foot of double glazing. Imagine what it must sound like standing next to it.
Whoa! Cool. That is absolutely stonking. What a brilliant engine.
This is Jaguar Land Rover's brand new Classic Works. It is enormous. There is engineering magic inside this boring little box. That is such a good fit.
The immediate deadline is we've got 7 weeks.